real thing as good as the dream is the question.
It's pretty good, man. Honestly, like my last outgoing here at the Apex wasn't the dream come true that I expected. So this is pretty sweet.
So we're here with the reality of a really hard fought fight. I know on paper 30-27, 30-27, they're like, man, he went in there and this Gaston dominated. But that was a lot of back and forth, man. Your cardio was tested, your hands were tested, your strike defense, everything. Like, what are you most proud of tonight?
I think I showed that I belong. I think that I showed that I'm a UFC fighter, and I think so many people have been doubting me, and I think that I was able to show that with a quality opponent, Not anybody just wins a contract from Dana White, so I knew it was a tough fight. I'm happy about that. I didn't get the finish that I wanted. I think I was very close. I was pretty happy about those 12-6s, not going to lie. And I was pretty happy about the way my kicks sounded in that first round. I think a lot of people were able to see like how hard I can really kick. And I wasn't trying to hit them that hard. I was just trying to whip my shin up there, So I'm pretty happy about it.
Is this something that you guys saw with similar stances that right kick would be there? Because it was whipping. You were like really cracking him and you could hear it anywhere in that apex. It was very audible and landing and kind of made him have to switch up his attack, whatever or game plan would have been.
Well, we knew he was going to be very explosive, and we knew that kick was going to be there, especially because he primarily stands on the southpaw stance, Honestly, like, I just visualized that I was in like a kickboxing match, and that's kind of like what I wanted to embody on this one. I was like, you know what, like, I'm going to go back to my old kickboxing days and just kind of whip some kicks and see what happens. He gets the takedown. I know I'm a well-rounded fighter, so I knew I was going to keep moving. Anytime he got that takedown in the second and the third, I was like, just keep moving, just win the next 15 seconds. Like, I knew if I was tired, he was going to be exhausted. And we knew his first round was his best round, and we were able to really get it out of him. Actually, like, I feel like I kind of woke him up a little bit after that first, and he was able to come back in the second and the third. But I knew, like, anytime that he was going to get in on something, I was going to fight it. I didn't, whether he got it or not, I knew I was going to keep moving. I wasn't going to stop moving. My cardio felt great. And yeah, man, I think that was a well-deserved win.
Absolutely right. How close, obviously you're here talking to us, but how close were those rear naked chokes that he had and like neck crank?
Honestly, like, I didn't feel in danger. Like, there was maybe one in there. It wasn't tight, but it was definitely around. But like I said, I could tell after that first round that he knew he wasn't. I feel like he knew he was locked there in with me. I wasn't locked in there with him. He was locked in there with me, and that's kind of what I wanted to show.
That's an awesome mental edge to have. Talk about, like, man, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're about to punish.
Well, my coach Mal was like, hey, remember, you're the lion. He's in there with you. You're not in there with him. You've done this 1,000 times. You've been there. You've been here before. You fought in Vegas numerous times outside of the UFC. And, I wanted to show that. I'm a young veteran. I've been fighting for 20 years, and I wanted to show the kind of caliber of fighter that I am, and I wanted to make my team proud and my family proud and my country proud. Arriba Peru.
Yes, sir, absolutely. The first round, okay, we'll say was either his best or maybe his really close, whatever you want to call it. But so much power was spent slamming you through that octagon. What was the talk selecting rounds between rounds 1, 2, and then 2, 3? Like, dude, you got him. There's no way he's good after trying to Matt Hughes you or something.
Yeah, I mean, we knew, like I said, he was going to be explosive, but I knew, like, the more he tried to grapple, the more he was going to fade. Whether he got it or not, I just knew I needed to keep moving. And I got, my coaches, Danny Castillo, Adam Piccolotti, Benji Silva, great grapplers, and, they prepared me well for this. This just wasn't a camp scenario, We've been working on this and becoming a well-rounded fighter for years. And I've been waiting to show this for a long time. So I'm happy I was able to show that tonight, and I'm happy I was able to make my team proud.
Yes, sir. And we had John Jones here. He would be proud of those 12-6. What timing to be able to be so alert? Because that's a highlight left and right. You saw kind of social platforms start to throw that clip on there. How did you come up with that, or what did you?
To be honest with you, as soon as I was walking out, I've talked to John Jones before. I met him before, but I saw his highlights. And I saw his elbows, and I was like, I looked at that, and I was like, I've done that before. I've done those specific things before. I want to do that tonight. And that's what I went out and did,
That's awesome, man. We closed with a big win. Definitely a hard-fought fight. Props to both you guys. That was fantastic.
Yeah, props to Cortavius. That was a really good fight. The UFC jitters are real. I've been there. This is my third time, but I know what it's like to go in there with and he didn't have an easy fight. I know like my last fight wasn't my best fight, and probably some people counted me out. For this one, I knew he was coming in as I was the underdog, but I'm a dog, man, and people got to know that. And I think they're gonna respect that moving forward.
Absolutely. Now let's put some more respect on your name. How soon do we get you back in here, or is that a wrap? It's now about the holidays.
I hope early 2025 is something realistic. I definitely, I'm a fighter that likes to stay active. So hopefully the first 3 months of 2025 we'll get something going. I would like to fight at least 3 times next year. And I wanted to show that the Dream Killer Show is here to stay. And yeah, I'm a quality fighter for this organization and for this division.
That's awesome, man. You mentioned this was like a dream. You're the dream killer. For someone else, it was a nightmare. Who's the proudest tonight besides Dad that you?
I hope I made my team proud. I hope I made my country proud. I hope I made my family proud. And this is all for them. This is not for me, but this is for them. And all glory goes to God.
I'm the proudest.
That's my coach right there, Kieran Fitzgibbons. We've been together for 16 years plus, but honestly, all glory goes to God. Without him, none of this will be possible, so everything goes to him. Thank you.
Sir. And last for me, una pelea llena de acción, tremendo. El primer asalto, claro, tuviste que hacer unos ajustes, pero ¿qué más tienes en orgullo aparte de regresar al triunfo?
Creo que pude demostrar no solamente que soy un striker, pero que soy un atleta de las MMA completas, que puedo ser un striker, puedo ser un luchador y puedo estar con cualquiera de aquellos en cualquier momento. Entonces he demostrado eso, creo.
Y con todo lo que hemos tenido este año y años en el UFC, en MMA, aparte desde Argentina, Perú, los peleadores mexicanos, qué lindo, qué bonito es parte de ser este capítulo, esta era, y que tú puedes llevar a Perú a lo más alto en la arte marcial mixta.
Sí, estamos aquí para llegar a lo más alto. Creo que hemos demostrado que los atletas peruanos somos de alto rendimiento y podemos ser los mejores de este combate en este planeta. Así que arriba Perú, arriba Latinoamérica, y vamos a seguir dándole con todo.
Sí, señor. Felicidades y
muchas gracias.
I'm curious, you mentioned when you first came in here, the last time you were here didn't go the way you wanted. Is there a little bit of superstition, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go right back to that same place? Or is this almost like writing that away so that there isn't that superstition?
Like, I've been fighting for so long. Like, some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail. You got to kind of have short memory about it and just get back out there and do your thing, And if anything, I'm just showing people that, like, you gotta do that, you gotta believe in yourself, and like whether some days it's gonna be tough, but you gotta surround yourself with good people that push you to be better every single day, and that's what I've been doing. Without my team, I truly wouldn't be here today, and because of them is that I got this victory tonight. So this victory is for them, Coach Kirian, Coach Danny, Coach Adam Piccolotti, Coach Benji, and everybody else, and all my teammates. This is for you guys. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys.
And you mentioned your dad as well. Can you tell us a little bit about him?
Yeah, my dad is going through some illness right now, and it's not the easiest time for him. He's he's recovering from some stuff. But yeah, this victory is for him. This was my dream. This whole week I've been dreaming about that. I've been dreaming about dedicating this victory to him, and now I'm happy, beyond happy. All glory goes to God that I was able to do that for him.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.